Damn, we skipping? Chee! Going straight to the goal. Chapter 11, back to square one. Well, it's that time again. Time to give you a digest of what happened before we got to the finale. Now that I've showed up, you can probably guess what I'm going to say, right? As always, the prizes without a helper card, the final checkpoint, nothing special really happened there, and it just finished without anything happening. Seriously. I think it was what? Protag's present again was the highest score, 78 points. I think that was the highest one this time. The whatchamacallit, you can get to see that character, the multicolored one that's living around. Kong, I think it was. Those little green guys, the tiny ones that look so squishy. And there was a plushie version of that you gave her. You thought that because she likes, it likes Melt, aka, it likes the other Sakura 5s. I thought Cosmodrop will like them. He said some really dumb stuff there. I think we would have gotten a higher point if he didn't say that unnecessary sentence, in my opinion. Huh? What? Are you asking me? What gift did I give her? What are you talking about? I didn't give her last time, so I'm not going to give her a present this time too, you know. He didn't even say anything. And with that said, we reached a goal for the second round. Of course, we don't have enough points. We got 404 points. Technically, we were higher than previous goal, but we're so far away from that perfect 500. Cosmodrop just stated as always that going back to square one, and you guessed it. She grabbed us by her fingers and forcefully brought us to the starting point all over. And we passed out due to the immense amount of G-force that was pressured onto us to get there. And now we're back to square one. It says that everybody did their very best, and but clearing this entire thing will be difficult. So, in order to gather information next time, we've got a lot of things to go. But I don't think the third round's going to be as same as the second round that we did before. It says, however, being mocked or being ridiculed by your hard-working efforts is something that definitely will feel bad about, even without you noticing. After all, if the heart slash the inside of yourselves starts accumulating stress, things that's not supposed to look bad will start to look bad, and things would come to a negative outcome, you see. To be honest, I would like to avoid that circumstances at all costs. The you get what you deserved and the delusion of a victim is not my hobby to witness or stare down for. And honestly, I'm starting to get sick and tired of this place. So I might actually use my full strength soon to get out of here. But I wonder what we should ally next to get through this conundrum. My goodness. I don't want to get used to this starting point, but it is the starting point that we all know and well. To be honest, I feel like there's a lot. I feel like my energy is being shredded here, but as I said, we're not giving up just yet. I think we're still moving forward. I think. I agree. To be perfectly honest, our total points from previous to now is significantly improved. I think we're getting closer. But I feel like the more detailed points that we increase here and there, the more the anxiousness of wanting to get the entire full points. Entire full points. And its requirement to be all 100 out of 105 section starts to weigh down on you. And at the same time, we know for a fact that even with the helper card at hand, we're not guaranteed to get 100 points too. That sucks. How are we going to be able to move forward with 3 of the cards? Oh, by the way, this time will be 2 only. What? It says I'll be adding an additional rule. A helper cards, each rotation will be disappearing one by one. So this time, the blank card pop-ups will only be up to maximum of 2 times. Hey, isn't adding additional rules kind of cheating? It says it can't be help it. After all, now that we're in a new round, I've realized something. So, so there's no, there's no takesy backsies or adding another rule or whatever. So もそもこれは最初にこの追加ルールをこじ開け、そっちの虫さんもうすうすは気づいていたはずですよ。As to be perfectly honest, this additional rule in the first place was created. It was pried open by that insect, Mr. Insect over there. You should know this, and he should know by now that what would have happened. Oh, look, it's a face that he's trying to, get off the situation scot-free with just his smile. It's not that I'm trying to, it's not like I'm trying to, get away from responsibility, you see. I suppose I should say I forgot to tell you, or I didn't feel like telling you because it didn't feel necessity. It says, after all, connecting the Karurea system into this bug space, aka insect room or bug domain, whichever you like to call it. The room that's shut from entire world. It would be very difficult to connect all them from zero after all. We needed to use the root. Yeah, we needed to constantly use the root route in order for it to work properly. It says, yeah, so Master's command seal. So at first, I was only able to pull off 3 cards because your command seal was only allowed maximum of 3. 正確に言えば、新しい一周のリセットをかけたときに2枚分回復したというだけです。It says in actual term, when the new round reset occurred, 2 cards just automatically automatically was recovered. So next time it'll most likely be 1 and the next one will be 0. So and after that, will it revive or not will definitely be up to your command seal's health for certain. Wait, Operon, what the hell's wrong with you? You've missed. You did not tell a very important detail. いやいや、振り出し戻る前から次の週の話すのは、そう縁起が悪いかなと思って。It says, no. I just felt bad. After all, talking about a next rotation right after we start our rotation sound like a bad omen. So didn't want to really bring it up, you see. I see. So that means that the situation, in a way, is getting worse, correct? It says, we're doing a rotational gameplay after all. Isn't it obvious to slowly but surely get difficult? An easy journey that relies on a fun tool is not required in this race after all. It says even though your quote unquote fun toy is nothing to be even though your fun toy is nothing to be to be worried about though. It says it's like a king of the bugs that is crunching on the root inside of the dirt. So it's essentially it was a very refreshing resistance from the Prince of the Bug as he is trying to munch the root inside the dirt. It was very cute and futile. It says, "Are you sure?" Right when I added that rule, you were quite on your feet and quite agitated. You know, that's what I saw. Truly, at first, I was surprised by your actions. However, you used so much and you talked so big, and your result is like that. You're just a joke. A bug in the playing board is nothing more than a bug in the end, after all. And because of that, this game will never end. Perhaps maybe for eternity. Well, please become a perfect papa this round as well. Do your best. For all eternity, huh? Now that is a that is a mishap you've just said, Kazura drop. Ugh. Oh my god, the new director. He lost his he lost his hip. His hip just fell down. Sorry. The sheer amount of darkness of our future. When I just gazed upon it, my legs kind of just gave out, you see. That's okay. I'm fine now. Don't worry about me. As the sole responsible for all of you, I'm not going to be giving up just so easily yet.部屋の奥で毛布をかぶって毛布をかぶって回りながらワインを浴びるように飲んで眠りたいな。It says, I really wish that I could just be in my room, cover myself in blanket and drink wine and Drink enough wine that you just, go to bed. It's just, why am I still here? Why am I here? His eye starts to, haze out because he's giving into despair. That's not good. He started to run away from reality a little bit. 脱出できるまで少しずつ前進する、繰り返せばいいという視線には、その裏面にいくら繰り返してもゴールにたどり着けない場合はどうするというか。So essentially, Kadok is analyzing the current moment and saying that in order to escape, going forward little by little, repeating things over and over is a good direction. But unfortunately, the opposite effect is that because we're constantly repeating a lot of things, what should we do when we can't reach our goal in a very long attempt? Yeah, the danger of that possibility being forefronted every loop. Right now, the perfect example is the man that I'm staring before you. I don't think that we should be pulling the same maneuver like we did last time. We definitely need to come up with we definitely need to come up with a plan, and a strong one that works this time. If not, yep. I think Oberon has something, right? What? Why did you say it like that? Anywho, you should concentrate on Kazura drop. For now, okay? I've got an honest suggestion. Can you hear me out? Of course. To be perfectly honest, finally. You always had something on your mind, but you kept it quiet till now. It says, now that you became serious after all this time, is it due to the conversation you just had with Cosmodrop, perhaps? Well, I guess that could be the case too, but to be perfectly honest, I had it in my mind when I would start to get serious. I was going to shut up and enjoy this little charade until the second round. It was a respect toward my dear friend. Well, I should say a far acquaintance. Just for that. But I guess the debt is paid by now. It says, after all, in this realm, there's only one thing that never eternally end. ... And that's purgatory. And that's, that's Oberon, baby. And you've got any idea? I do. To be honestly, I think we should forget about the point system this round. Okay? What are you saying? You specifically stated that we need to get 500 points of full marks in order for us to escape. You not understand that we're in circumstances that there is no chance of our survival or getting us out of here if we don't follow those rules? No. Wait. Just wait a moment. I think we should listen to him to the very end. Right now, I think we're a little too focused on trying to get the points instead of caring for something. Of course, I can understand that you want to answer to those rules that they've given you and follow the instruction to a T to obtain maximum amount of points. But it says, yet since we have no clue how the point system exactly works, we don't have to participate in a game that's not given a fair rule. Boku tachi ga clear するべきなのは各チェックポイントの試練ではなく、 the thing that we must clear and figure out is not the each checkpoint's trial, but this race itself that she is so strongly keeping it together to 4 dots. Mm-hmm. Then in the end, we're still talking about the same thing, though. No, it's completely different. It says, I had it in the back of my mind, little by little, swelling up, but this race's progress or progression. 優先させて深掘りしてこなかった質問、疑問。It says, even though given advantage, she never really dug deep or questioned it, and other suspicious motives. For instance, what is a perfect papa? And why is Cosmodrop why is Cosmodrop pursuing that personality trait in us? It says the check is that within this race, those are being checked, and what kind of 5 different structures is being pointed at to notify as such. So are you saying that we should start thinking about the root of the question to begin with? I think so. Before you talk about the interior descriptions and rules of the Papa race, I think we should start thinking about why do we have this race in the first place? In the end, we all do not know what she wants or what she is pursuing. It says, not knowing that prior question and keeping on doing the trials, you'll be starting to waste your efforts in confusion. And so I sincerely think that we should think about back to the origin, from the beginning, and look back to see what she really wants from us. Of course, I'm not going to guarantee you that we're going to get the right answer right away. I suppose it's the same concept we did last round, where we just gather more information using the trials as a trial and error method. But this time, I think we should definitely look at Kazura Drop's reactions. More in keen detail when we are gathering supplies and other things. And in the last objective, we're not going to clear it, but we're going to, quote unquote, unveil Cosmodrop's secrets. I think that's the best option, or that's the best of game plan we should move towards to. Think of the reward as beating the game, and the reward is being clearing the game. I see. It sounds half-assed backwards and very far-fetched way of getting the same thing, but perhaps it might lead to the frequently asked question that she never tells us, the point gathering metrics, perhaps. Yep. If we know her motives, if we know what she wants and her objective, we can understand that why is she making points or adding points and subtracting points using her vision, aka her perspective. Or, for instance, you might be able to figure out that there are other questions in the back of the paper when you start flipping those pages, right? and then you realize you missed him all along. Q が回れってことわざがあります。そのアイディア乗った。It says, yeah, when in rush, turn around, right? When in rush, turn around. There's a proverb in Japan for that. Let's do this idea. Because it's one of those, the same thing that Napoleon says, right? Rush me slowly, or I think whatever it was. I think Napoleon had a really good quote saying, I forgot what it was. Dress me slowly, I'm in a hurry. I think that's what it was. This is all right. So, what are we going to do if we get the helper card this time then? We can get up to 2 this time now. I think we shouldn't ask for the advice for the objective, but I think we need to start looking for what it truly means to be a perfect papa that Kazura Drop keeps spouting about, and try to understand that and give a helping words of sort. I think that's the best here. And so, in order for that to happen, I think we can choose from characters that's not excelled in cleaning or cooking either. So this time, I'm going to choose these 2 papa that even everybody will admit that they are a very father-like figure. Oh, it's it's William Tell and writer. I can never remember his name because it's Chinese. A writer, Hung Fei-hu. Writer Hung Fei-hu. Back to reality. Ah! Jesus. We gotta be more robots, chat. Balls.